I just made a video, the last video I made on erosion, and it was mainly on the Red Pyramid, and this one is on erosion too, but I suppose it's more like proving to you an example of how a lie can lead to another lie. Yeah, that's what happens with lying, isn't it? Especially when you're preaching false paradigms and hiding history. That's what you have to do. It just gets beyond a joke. And you know the story how this was apparently one of the first, well, the first great pyramids, yes, to be built. Yeah, you know, all the mustaba bullshit, which I think are just the tops of pyramids anyway, whether they're mud built or not. And you know, when I get on about this stuff, I'm not taking the piss out of Egyptians. Yeah, obviously they were amazing people. You know, I mean, this is built with mud brick and clay brick, yeah. But you know, when you get up close, I mean, it is really, really well done. You know, I mean, it survived even now. Yeah, I mean, look at it. This is, you know, I mean, it's excellent. But I have shown a structure under this. Yeah, there's a structure inside it, a megalithic structure, but the blocks are completely eroded, like with holes in and things missing out of them, like there used to be a massive structure and machines. Yeah, and these things, all of them are all built on top of these structures, right? But like I said, this is mainly about erosion. Now, they will say, okay, well, it had a covering over it, right? No. The only covering this and other ones like this will have had is a mud or clay smeared, like covering over them and painted and whatever, right? If you want to believe that this structure had massive megalithic blocks on top, laid on top of mud, right? You need to think about that again. And where's the damage from dismantling this so-called covering? Because it would have smashed this to pieces, right? Anyway, look at the erosion on that, because this is meant to be one of the first built. This is the other one. Oh, God, I forgot where it is now. I should have wrote it down outside. Anyway, look at the erosion. It's like the back of the Sphinx, yeah, which is obviously from a different time. But you've got huge grooves down this mud pyramid. Yes, I'm going to show you that there's a structure inside this as well. And just basically all under desert, like I proved. But just look at the gash down there, right? And then think about that first pyramid. Because there, I've just proved their bullshit wrong. Just there. I know that image is small, but I've got some more for you. Right, this is the same one. And yeah, what's all this here? Because I mean, this just looks like smashed, eroded concrete, right? So you know, I'm not sure what's going off here, but I mean, was it covered in, like, you know, smeared in a concrete and that's eroded away? But either way, that debunks their bullshit again, because they're saying that it was covered in lime blocks. They don't say what size, but it suggests to me like they are getting on about the blocks I've shown you before in a different video. Huge limestone blocks. Again, like the first pyramid, well, they're trying to tell you that it covered a mud structure. Right? Bullshit. Because look, I mean, we can see 3 levels of building here. There's obviously, like I've shown, huge megalithic machined blocks under this pyramid and under the plateau for hundreds of feet, right? But I mean, what's this? Who did that? And who's done this? Because these blocks, if you go search it, they'll tell you that these blocks covered this pyramid, but they didn't, did they? And they're extremely eroded. As this stuff comes out, it's completely eroded. There's a close-up. You can see there's a structure inside here, Yeah, they haven't used these pieces, okay, you know, to add to it to keep it safe. And these blocks did not cover this structure. And if you could make machine blocks like that where you can't fit a human hair and megalithic and holes where metal was, yes, you wouldn't be making mud brick, would you? There's a close-up of what I'm getting at, how they're slotted in and metal pieces like rebar and all this like I've got on about. Right. The other thing, look, these mud brick structures, yeah, you know, were started by humans. They're all over the world, you know, Peru, China, just everywhere. And like hand sizes, like our bricks, what we use today, yeah, because that's what humans use, manageable size blocks. And especially when no technology. But if you go look at this site, they will tell you that this was a mud brick ramp to build this, right? Or get the huge beams on top. That's what it actually says. So they built a mud brick ramp to build this. So if they could build this, right, what they're building with mud for, because to me it actually looks like a group of large humans, giants, yeah, made out of mud, and it's eroded away. You can make up your own mind. This is how they're built. Yeah, they're built well. They were very good at what they did, but they're built with mud and clay. Okay.